Well, I started jiu-jitsu when I was around 16 years old, and up till then I was fighting all the time, and I was getting into a lot of trouble in the street. I was getting bullied up to about 7th grade, and then when I realized I could give it back a little bit, and this is before jiu-jitsu, it kind of started a pandemonium, fighting career before jiu-jitsu. But I was getting in a lot of trouble, getting in trouble in school, and my brother started jiu-jitsu way before me. And he invited me in one day. I was around 15, 16 years old, and I came in and rolled around, felt good, wasn't really hooked yet. Coming in and teaching people and changing their lives, like jiu-jitsu's changed my life. I want to come in and I just want to, spread the word, especially to kids that were my age, 16 when I first started. A lot of the kids today, they don't have anything to do right now other than going out, starting trouble, or even worse, they're lazy and not doing anything. At least get them in here and get them motivated to at least, excel in something. And our attrition rate here is very low. So once a person steps in this door, this is something that anybody can come into and do. And, you see the excitement on the mat and everybody's helping everybody. There's no ego. You have all different types of people walking in here, all different, walks of life, and everybody gets along because we share a common interest. Most important benefits? One very important one that I like is, and it helped me along the way just growing, is that the philosophy in jiu-jitsu can be translated into any part of your life. What I mean by that, jiu-jitsu has been known to be like the physical chess, like you do this move, I do this move, but it's thinking ahead, the same way you have to do in normal day life, saving your money. What are techniques into owning your own business? What do I have to do this? It allows you to take the time to think, because in jiu-jitsu there's no liars on the mat. Out there the truth is told. You can't fake it on the mat, so there's no way around that. So it forces people to work hard to get results. Sometimes you do things in life and you skip ahead, you do this, but here you can't do that.
Everybody's afraid of making a fight. Anybody says they aren't, they're lying. You can't face that fear and beat it, you're never going to be a fighter. You have to be able to accept the fear and beat it. You see it through, you gotta run from it and deny it. You'll never be successful if that's the case. Go and have fun. Why are you here? I tell all my players, why are you here? You're here because you love it, then go have fun. Don't put pressure on yourself. Go do what you do and be the best you can. You don't lose. If you give 110%, there's no losing. So that's all you got. I tell all my players all the time. Give it all you got and you win.
It was something that was always in my mind, but it wasn't something I felt confident enough I could, compete in, or I could survive in. I thought these guys were born like, freak athletes that were able to do this. And as I got older and got more into it, I started, following it more and learning more about it, and met a couple people that trained and started to learn like the BJJ aspect, the Muay Thai or boxing aspect, the wrestling, and it got to one day where I was like, I think I can definitely do it, and gotten one actually with the main thing that got me into it was I got one bad I got in street fights all the time growing up, like being stupid, just trying to act out, and like it was one of those things where I wouldn't really look I wouldn't call somebody out, try and fight them, but if someone ever, I would always accept the fights. If someone were to try and start something or be smart, I would just react on it always, because it was just a thing where I like to fight, and like every young punk, things are tough trying to fight in the street. But I had one fight and ended up hitting the guy, and he was down in Seattle City actually, and he got hurt real bad, and ended up being on probation, almost got put in jail, and from there it was just, I was like, all right, well, other thing too was it, put a really bad thing on my record that would stop me from getting jobs. So it was like a thing where I was like, all right, I don't know what I'm gonna do now in life, and you know, I was like one of those things. Oh, I have knockout power, yada yada. I'm just gonna start training, and then I don't know. I just started training BJJ at first, and I was like, I fell in love with it, and I was like, I can definitely do this. Something I can, you know, feel I can thrive in.
We moved to America from Russia. We didn't have a lot of money. So my mom's whole life, she worked as a cleaning lady to raise 10 kids. My dad never went on vacation. His whole life was dedicated to raising his kids. I guess as a result of that, he started drinking. He tried to stop, but he couldn't.
Right on the button!
After my father's death, it made me look at life differently. Less for myself, more for people around me.
All right, here we go. Bring it on, come on.
I fight because I want to be able to provide my family with things they can't buy for themselves. And that's what motivates me.